Greetings people, welcome back. This is going to be the third match of the series that I've been following the last couple of days. As you guys know, a face-off once again, this time here on the Zelnaga Caverns, between the red Protoss oGsInCa, member of Team Old Generation Starcrafters. Really good Protoss player in my opinion, and well, you know that there's not that many high-profile Protoss players at the moment, at least playing on this high-ranked tournaments, and well, any that actually shows his skills and show that he knows how to play is more than welcome, and I include Inca on that lot. So pretty good Protoss player here, facing against also a very efficient Terran player. That name, it's the new name from the account of MakaPrime. He just used that Korean name now. And well, he's probably the most high-profiled member from Team Prime, if I'm not mistaken. They have a couple more really good players, but I think Maka is the most well-known. And well, they're going to be facing here for the third time, as you guys know. There's a tie 1-1. Whoever takes this one will take the final win. And if you guys recall what happened on the previous matches, Maka on the first match was able to just tip the scale on his favor by getting some ghost play on the final battle. Lots of EMPs right on top of the High Templars of Inca, and well, the High Templars got completely drained, couldn't throw a single Psystorm, and he just lost the game there. Very well played, nice micro by Maka on that situation. But then on the second game, Inca just schooled Maka, just told him, you're not supposed to macro that much, just be aware of your opponent, because Maka decided to macro his ass off. He was even making like 2 command centers at the same time, and he didn't even pick the expo yet. The natural expo was kinda awkward. I think he was just so trusting so much on the Banshee play that he went for that, well, things didn't went his way, because Inca decided to make a nice time push the second he had his first Colossus out, and he worked pretty well because Maka didn't have much of a defense. He's been committing most of his minerals to buildings and such, and things just went really well for him. So he ended up losing that match with some nice split with force fields by Inca. There wasn't much to split anyway, but still a nice play by Inca, and that Colossi backed up by Stalkers and Sentries just melted away what the few remaining forces from MakaPrime. And well, the end result is this 1-1 that you can see here. Now focusing a bit on the match, see what's going on. The wall-off is getting finished, and he's already placing a second rack, so 2 racks play early on the game. I think you're going to have some early pressure, or at least Maka is going to prepare some kind of time push. Getting the reactor already established on these racks here, pumping a lot of Marines out of it, and the tech lab, so you're going to have Marine Marauders early on the game. Also, I was just noticing that Maka this time going for a single refinery. He's not committed to that heavy Banshee play that he tried on the second match, and well, actually didn't pay off. And meanwhile here, on Inca's side, is 1 gateway into Cybernetics core, and then he placed a pylon on this little corner here, and getting a special building here, a Stargate getting built on this little corner, hoping that no scan will go here on top, that any scan that Maka decides to make is gonna go here, or if any SCV comes in, he's gonna try to look here close to the mineral line, and probably preparing a surprise attack. Not exactly sure if he's planning on some Void Ray or Phoenixes, but I guess we're gonna see it pretty soon. This probe trying to get some information, probably, to see if it's worth it to go for those Void Rays and the Rasp, but well, didn't get much further than the top of the ramp, so wasn't able to spot much. And meanwhile, Maka just assembling a small group of Marines and Marauders, but notice how he's building the stim pack. So what we might be able to see here is a timed attack. When the stim pack finishes, he pushes with the units that he's building, and notice that he's building a lot of Marines and Marauders. Stargate taking care of some Void Rays, so we're gonna have some harass on this mineral line, I would say, probably flanking all the way on the north to avoid any forces from Maka, but he's actually gonna need at least a couple of defenses, because if this group starts pushing down, it's gonna be messy. We're gonna check that pretty soon. Stim pack almost finished, let's see where Maka is going for. Meanwhile, Inca actually waiting for more Void Rays. He's gonna make a small group apparently. There's already a second one getting built there. Let's check the economy at the moment. Still fairly balanced, but notice how Maka probably has been cutting a bit on his worker production to get more Marines and Marauders out, and Inca just pulling ahead on the harvester count and a little bit ahead on the economy, but not that much. And incoming the group from Maka, Inca spotted it with that probe, so he might be able to at least establish some defenses, but he's in trouble at the moment. He just went for a Nexus. Nexus just started, and I think that forces will be able to arrive to the Natural Expo of Inca before it's even finished. Yeah, it's almost here, look at them. And meanwhile, 2 Void Rays flanking on the north, but this SCV is fairly well placed there. If they go on that direction, they will be spotted. Okay, proxy pylon. That probe spotted the SCV, so diverted the direction of those 2 Void Rays, but meanwhile already the Expo getting shot got cancelled, no chance there. He wasn't able to defend it, and now a nice force field going down while both Void Rays advance into the base of MakaPrime. They're heading straight into that bunker, not a good idea. Look at how fast that Void Ray goes down. Almost killed, had to pull back, and meanwhile Maka pulling all his forces up once again. Those Marines are fairly effective. The Void Rays build up a lot of damage if you allow them to just build that ray up, but they're quite fragile, and this Marine trying to shoot it down, and he did it, he shot it down. But now this pylon is reinforcing units there. A 3rd Void Ray was trying to advance and got shot as well by this group of Steam Marines. Nice play there by Maka, very well defended, also being able to force Inca to cancel this Expo, so he's actually controlling this match at the moment. Map control, there's actually not that much. As you can see, there's no control of the Xel'Naga watchtowers, but apparently Maka is just going for some one base Terran play to open his game. Now preparing his Expo, as you can see, command center, still playing out of 2 racks there, with upgrades already going down, and incoming to take care of that pylon, while there's a Void Ray flanking all the way up north into the base of MakaPrime. This one is going to be able to reach that that mineral line and start poking at those. Oh, nice missile turret there, nice placement, and another one here, but there's a gap on this area here, and this Void Ray trying to abuse it. Lots of Marines getting here on the left and right side trying to surround it, but out of range, and the Void Ray just hanging there, trying to be annoying, poking at any Marine that advances, and now charging the beam on the supply depot. Incoming Marines once again stemmed, not fast enough. Oh, this doesn't look good. Inca just trying to micro it as best as he can, trying to poke at all these units, and actually he's doing a thing that is benefiting him, because while he pushes all Maka's forces to be aware of this Void Ray, he's getting his base here established. A single Marine advancing, spotting that the Natural Expo is getting established, already picking up both assimilators, plenty of defenses there, while the Void Ray once again advances into the main base, roasting a lot of SCVs, and Maka just said, forget it, I'm gonna advance, push with all my units, pulling away once again, just using these 2 Marines to shove away that small group, that small, Void Ray, I'm sorry. And meanwhile there's a bulk of Marines and Marauders advancing into the Natural Expo of oGsInCa. He doesn't have much to defend here, he's just holding back with his forces, trying to get, oh, all of them cancelled. He just lost all of those units there, oh, so painful. And now focusing fire on that Nexus. Inca knows that he doesn't have enough forces here to contain, to defend this assault, so he's going to lose the Nexus. Once again, first time cancelled, second time destroyed. Once again, this Void Ray advancing into the SCV line. Look at how many kills, 9 kills already. Getting so many SCVs killed. Marines getting pulled, try to shoo it away once again, but Inca just keeping it there, and every time Maka lowers his guard, he just goes on that mineral line and kills some more. 12 kills. This Void Ray is doing very, very well. I mean, it's more than paid by now. But Maka still pulling some of his forces. I see a lot of Marines coming up on the minimap. There it is. This Void Ray is still able to kill another Marine, and now shooting some more SCVs. If it gets allowed to charge that beam, it's going to start getting really, really dangerous. Getting pulled once again. Meanwhile, as you can see, Maka finally preparing to establish his Natural Expo. He needs to keep ahead on the econ game. He needs to start reinforcing his army and just getting massed up to advance. As you can see, for now, he's just a big bulk of Marines and Marauders. Meanwhile, on oGsInCa's side, he's already working out of 4 gates with a robo